In an age where nearly everything can be faked, edited, or staged for views, there remain certain videos that stand apart from the rest. These aren't blurry shadows or questionable audio recordings. These are clear, documented encounters that even the most dedicated skeptics struggle to explain away. Today, we're examining 5 genuinely disturbing videos that continue to baffle investigators, paranormal experts, and rational thinkers alike. What makes these recordings so compelling isn't just what they show, but what they represent. Evidence that challenges our understanding of reality itself. Video 5, The Park Witch. Late one night in Mexico, a group of friends was walking through a park when they noticed something deeply unsettling inside a parked car. What they captured on camera would spark intense debate about whether certain supernatural entities genuinely exist among us. The footage reveals a disturbing female figure resembling a deceased elderly woman sitting motionless in the vehicle's front seat. Her presence alone is terrifying enough, but what happens next defies rational explanation. Flames suddenly appear directly in front of her face, not from a lighter or match, but materializing from nowhere. The fire grows larger and more intense, yet the figure doesn't flinch, doesn't react, as if completely unbothered by the flames consuming the space around her. One of the witnesses completely loses composure, beginning to recite prayers while his friend repeatedly mutters a single word in shock. The logical explanations fall short here. If this were a prank, how would someone remain so still while flames appeared around their face? If it were editing, why would the witnesses' genuine terror be so palpable in their voices? Most comments under the original video remain convinced they witnessed genuine witchcraft, and skeptics have yet to provide a satisfactory alternative explanation. Video 4. The Basement Entity. A young woman named Ashley began experiencing strange occurrences in her home that escalated from unsettling to terrifying over the course of just a few nights. What started as inexplicable sounds became something far more sinister, something her security cameras captured in disturbing detail. The first recording shows her staircase leading to the basement, where a dark figure can be seen moving in ways that don't match normal human locomotion. Completely freaked out, Ashley set up additional cameras, aimed directly at the staircase to document whatever was haunting her home. The second night's footage captured the entity again, this time moving more deliberately, as if aware it was being recorded. Rather than fleeing, which most people would understandably do, Ashley made the questionable decision to set up a camera in the basement itself. The horror didn't take long to manifest. The footage from the basement camera shows movement and activity that shouldn't exist in an empty space. Was it a ghost haunting her property? Some visual glitch in the recording equipment? Or something else entirely? While many dismiss Ashley's videos as attention-seeking behavior designed to boost social media fame, the consistency across multiple nights and multiple camera angles makes complete fabrication more difficult to accept. The entity's movements remain unexplained, and Ashley's genuine fear in subsequent videos suggests she believes what she captured is real. Video 3. The Child's Room Visitor. A concerned mother grew increasingly worried about the stories her young son kept repeating. Every night, he claimed something was frightening him in his bedroom. Determined to prove nothing was there or discover what was actually terrifying her child, she installed a security camera in his room. What the footage captured went far beyond any parent's worst nightmare. If you examine the left corner of the frame carefully, you can spot a dark, completely motionless figure standing in the shadows, watching the sleeping child. The entity remains perfectly still for an extended period, as if patiently waiting for something. Then, slowly and deliberately, it extends what appears to be a hand reaching toward the boy, as if attempting to touch him or potentially take him away. Skeptics immediately cry, "Staged," arguing no parent would allow such footage to exist if genuine danger threatened their child. However, believers counter that the figure's appearance and movement don't match typical hoax characteristics. The shadow doesn't behave like a person in a costume. Its proportions seem wrong, its stillness too perfect, its movements too fluid when it finally does move. The debate continues, but what remains undisputed is that something was in that room, captured on camera, reaching toward a sleeping child. Video 2. The Bridge Encounter. A truck driver named Sam Rosie was traveling down a remote highway late at night when his vehicle began shaking unexpectedly. He pulled over before reaching a bridge, activated his phone camera, and stepped out to investigate what he assumed would be a simple mechanical issue. Instead, he discovered something that would haunt him permanently. The loose latch on his truck bed was easily secured. But then Sam noticed something that made his blood run cold. A foul, overwhelming stench that didn't match anything natural or mechanical. As he looked around trying to identify the source, he saw it. something that shouldn't exist standing near the bridge structure. The footage shows what appears to be a humanoid figure, but with proportions and movements that mark it as decidedly non-human. Sam's reaction is immediate and visceral, pure panic. He doesn't investigate further, doesn't try to get a better shot, doesn't attempt communication. His survival instinct kicks in completely. He jumps back into his truck, fires up the engine, and speeds away from the bridge as fast as his vehicle allows. To this day, Sam has no explanation for what he encountered that night. The entity's appearance, the overwhelming smell, the location near a bridge, all these elements appear in folklore and cryptid reports across cultures. Skeptics suggest it could have been a homeless person or an animal, but neither explanation accounts for the figure's appearance in Sam's footage or his extreme reaction. Something was there, captured on camera, and whatever it was terrifying enough to send an experienced truck driver fleeing in panic. Video 1. The Invisible Stalker. In Uruguay, a couple named Derry and her boyfriend heard strange noises outside their window late one night. Frightened but determined to investigate, her boyfriend grabbed his phone and went into their yard, climbing up to peek over the brick wall surrounding their property. What the two cameras, his phone and their security system, captured simultaneously creates one of the most compelling pieces of paranormal evidence in recent years. On his phone camera, nothing unusual appears. The wall is empty, the area beyond it clear. But on the security camera footage Derry reviewed later, a dark, motionless figure is clearly visible standing directly on top of the wall exactly where her boyfriend was looking. The entity stands perfectly still, as if waiting for something, completely invisible to the naked eye but captured perfectly by the security camera. This discrepancy between what the phone camera captured and what the security camera recorded is what makes this video so difficult to debunk. Some believe certain camera systems can capture wavelengths or entities that human eyes cannot perceive. Others suggest it's evidence of spirits existing in frequencies beyond normal human perception. Skeptics claim it's staged, but that explanation requires explaining why two different cameras operating simultaneously would show completely different realities. The figure's positioning and behavior suggest intelligence. It's not randomly wandering or accidentally caught in frame. It's standing deliberately, watching, waiting. Whether this represents a ghost, an interdimensional entity, or something else entirely remains unknown. What's certain is that something was there, invisible to human eyes but perfectly visible to electronic recording devices. This phenomenon has been reported across multiple cases, suggesting whatever these entities are, they exist in a reality slightly shifted from our own one that cameras can sometimes detect. Evidence without answers. These 5 videos represent something rare in paranormal investigation. Documented evidence that resists easy dismissal. Documented evidence. Unlike blurry photos or questionable audio recordings, these videos show clear, undeniable phenomena that skeptics struggle to explain through conventional means. The flames appearing around the park witch, the basement entity captured across multiple nights, the figure in the child's room, Sam's bridge encounter, and the invisible wall stalker each presents unique challenges to rational explanation. What makes these recordings particularly compelling is their diversity. They weren't filmed by professional paranormal investigators seeking evidence, they were captured by ordinary people going about their lives who stumbled into experiences they never expected. Their reactions, their fear, their confusion all seem genuine. The consistency of their terror across different cultures, different locations, different circumstances, suggests these aren't coordinated hoaxes. Perhaps most disturbing is what these videos imply about reality itself. If cameras can capture entities invisible to human eyes, what else exists around us that we simply cannot perceive? If flames can materialize without apparent source, what other physical laws might be more flexible than we believe? If figures can watch our children while we sleep, completely undetected until reviewing security footage, how safe are we really in our own homes? These questions have no easy answers. What we have instead is evidence, clear, documented, and deeply unsettling evidence that our understanding of reality may be fundamentally incomplete. Skeptics will continue seeking rational explanations, and believers will remain convinced of supernatural forces. But the videos themselves persist, unchanging, waiting for someone to provide explanations that can satisfy both camps. What's your take on these videos? Do you believe they represent genuine paranormal phenomena, or do you think rational explanations exist that simply haven't been discovered yet? Share your theories in the comments below. And if these unexplainable videos left you wanting more mysteries, subscribe for additional investigations into footage that defies conventional understanding. Because sometimes, The scariest things are the ones we can see clearly but cannot explain.